Excellent. Thank you so much for coming today. We're so excited that you're all here. This is an amazing time. Actually, January is Human Trafficking Prevention Month. So it's perfect timing to address the topic that we're talking about today. So I'm Wendy Jensen-Nicholls, and I am the founder of WAM Safety. And WAM Safety stands for Why Awareness Matters. And today we're going to talk about, we're so excited to announce the introduction to a Utah bill that will be established. It's going to be a 3-digit number, just like what we currently have for like 911 for emergencies or 988 for suicide prevention. So we're coming up with a 3-digit number that's super simple that anyone can remember if they happen to see abuse or suspect abuse and or trafficking. They can call that number. Because as we all know, right, we see those long numbers, nobody remembers that. And so this will be a fantastic resource and help that people can just call this 3-digit number. So we're so excited about that. So with that, we're so honored to have our amazing representatives that are here to support us and stand with us and fight for this bill. So to be respectful of everybody's time, we're going to go ahead and they're going to answer some questions that have been brought up in regards to this bill. So first, I would love to introduce, we will hear from Representative Peck. She will answer some of the questions that have been brought to our attention. And then after her, we will hear from our amazing Senator Balderee, and she will address the additional questions as well. So I'll turn the time first over to Representative Peck. You're welcome.
Oh, you know, with all of our effort that we have put into over the years to try to stop abuse, have you noticed, like in the last 10, 20 years, the conversation about abuse, more and more conversation about abuse, more and more conversation about harming children and those types of things, and yet there's more trafficking. I think the borders, being how they've been in recent years, have probably helped a little bit with that. And we're trying to crack down on some of those traffickers obviously coming into our country. But we also have people within the country that are playing into this. For many years, I did therapeutic treatment care for troubled teens. And I worked with a lot of abused children, severely abused children. And I saw the impact that it has on their lives. And I teach parenting stuff, and there are multiple places, centers around the world that use my teaching self-government parenting stuff to help people who have been trafficked to rehabilitate, to learn they have a choice, to learn how to make choices that benefit themselves, to learn how to heal. And so when the idea for this bill was brought to me, I was so excited. I travel a lot because of my business and stuff, and I don't know, ladies, I don't know if it's the same way in the men's restroom, but I'm just going to talk about the ladies' restroom for a minute, okay? So in the ladies' restroom on the door, there's this really sad girl, you know, that'll be there, and she looks like something really bad has happened, and she's super worried, and she's super alone, and the picture is compelling. And then there's this number, like if somebody's taking you, if something's going wrong, here's this trafficking number, call it, and it's this big long number. And I have tried like 3 separate times to memorize that thing. But here's the deal, in our society, we don't memorize numbers anymore. We used to. I can still tell you the telephone number that I had when I was 5 years old, but I can't tell you my daughter's telephone number who I call, you know, like every other day. That's really sad. So we have to sadly make it even easier for us. And since the problem is much greater than it used to be, and it's something that's growing, sadly, around the world all the time, despite our very best efforts and all of the awareness that is out there, we have to have a way for people to just take action quick if they see something, to check on something. So this is how it's going to happen. We thought it would be so quick. We would just say, hey, everybody, this is what we're going to do in the state of Utah. This will be great. Maybe other states will follow. But the more we looked into it, we realized it's not that easy. So this is what the bill's going to do this year. The bill is going to require the AG's office to petition the FCC at the federal government, because they're the ones who hold the key to all of those little 3-digit numbers, to petition them to get us a number, okay? And the current administration is really dedicated to protecting children, so we're really hoping that people will listen to us on that and that we will be able to get someone to take us seriously quickly. And we're hoping that other states will jump on board too, because once one of those numbers is assigned, then of course, nationally, that can be a number. The cool thing about this number is because we have already put so much effort in place to combat trafficking, by having some of these numbers already that go to DCFS offices and stuff like that, then we can just route that 3-digit number to those offices, and so it actually doesn't cost us any more money. We just get to have the phone number. So that's the beautiful thing. We can do a ton more help. We can make it easier for people to report, and it's not going to cost us money. And in this year, when everybody's dialing back money, I'm excited about that. But this could not be a 1 year. This is the first step. It could take a couple of years depending on how long it takes at the FCC. So I'm hoping that the FCC is wanting to step on it quick. That's my hope. I don't know if there's any other questions. Do you want me to take questions or later? Yeah. Okay, sounds great. Perfect. Yes?
Some may ask, when Representative Peck asked me to do this bill, why would I do it? Well, first of all, it's a huge honor to work with Why Awareness Matters, to work with Representative Peck. I can't think of a better way to spend my time. I chose to support this bill because it removes one of the biggest barriers that victims face, and that is simply knowing where to turn in a moment of crisis. Abuse and human trafficking thrive in silence and confusion. And a simple 3-digit number gives people a clear, immediate lifeline when they need help the most. Now is the right time because we are seeing increased awareness, better coordination among agencies, and a clear understanding that delays cost lives. We have the momentum. We have the infrastructure, the partners, the knowledge. Now all we need now is the courage to act. In a crisis, people don't have time to Google for help. They need one number to remember. This bill turns awareness into action, and simplicity will save lives. When someone reaches out for help, the system should meet them with clarity, not complexity. And action is needed now because victims often encounter help only after harm has escalated. A 3-digit number shortens the distance between danger and safety. It means faster intervention, better coordination, and fewer people falling through the cracks. I supported this bill because it's practical, compassionate, and bipartisan. It doesn't create a new bureaucracy. It strengthens what already exists, and it makes it accessible to the people who need it the most. This is about speed, access, and dignity. The longer we wait, the more people we fail. This bill meets victims right where they are. Every moment we hesitate is a moment that someone is left without help. The bill matters beyond Utah because it offers a clear, scalable solution to a national problem. Human trafficking and abuse do not stop at the state lines, and neither should the access to help. Human trafficking that has a simple 3-digit number will create consistency, awareness, and trust, no matter where someone lives. Utah has the opportunity to lead by showing that states can act decisively, responsibly, and compassionately, and if it works here, it can work anywhere. Abuse doesn't have a zip code. Help shouldn't either. Utah can lead with compassion and common sense, and this is a model that will lead to safety. Because when the path to safety is simple, more people will find it.
Thank you. I am so honored to work with these amazing legislators. They're such great leaders. They are incredible. They truly care about our families and our children and grandchildren, and they are amazing for all that they've done, and it's been incredible to work with them. So we're so grateful for all their great leadership. Another great leader we're so fortunate and blessed to work with is our good friend, Dr. Ron Williams. We are so excited to hear from him. He is an incredible powerhouse of so many great things. He is one that we all truly look towards and want to become like him. He is such a survivor. He truly is. It's my privilege to introduce him, and he stands currently with so many survivors, their families, with our community, and he helps bring healing, hope, and protection to all of them. So I'm honored again to turn the time over to Ron.
Hi, everybody. My name is Ron Williams. I'm going to be really, really quick. First of all, I want to say there are a lot of my heroes in this room. The speaker is one of my heroes. I've read and studied a lot about him. And also, these two right here, I mean, I've got a chance to sit down. I don't want to call you by your first name because I respect her so much. But I know her by her first name, and Balderee, last name, and Peck, Senator Peck. Senator Balderee and our legislator Peck. But we pray every month, the last Monday of every month, and we pray for the leaders. We pray for the decision makers. But what I want to tell you today is about this 3-digit number. I was one of those kids that was abused. I was one of the kids that was suicidal. And if we had this 3-digit number, I couldn't have used the 3-digit number when I was 3, when the abuse started. But by the time I was 8, as was said, we don't remember numbers. And when I was 8 years old, I wouldn't have remembered that number. But being suicidal, that would have been something that I would have turned towards. I would have used that 3-digit number, and it could have saved me a lot of pain. Now I work with those kids. I'm one of those kids, but I came out of it. A lot of kids just don't. I deal with a lot of families that the kids end up committing suicide. They get older and commit suicide because of the damage that was done to them when they were younger. So what I had to do when I came out of that situation or circumstances that I was in, I had to learn why I was the way I was. And I realized that it may not have been my fault, but it became my responsibility as an adult. And so I have a great passion to reach back and to help those that are struggling. And with this 3-digit number, how many people would we be able to reach and help because they can't remember a long number, because they don't know where to go, and if it's promoted in the schools and different places, they will have an outlet. I wish Wendy was there when I was 8, and this number was already developed, because a lot of the pain and suffering that I went through, I wouldn't have had to have gone through. So if there's any way that we can help, one of my biggest heroes in this room, where's she at? Jamie, where are you? Jamie Rinder, oh, there she is. Jamie Rinder is another one. She is a big voice, and one thing, if she believes in something, she's going to fight for it. And Wendy, could you stand up with me just a minute? It is so awesome to be able to lock arms with this giant woman. And really, she is a giant woman.
I love it too.
Literally, but she's got a giant heart and a giant voice, and she desires to help. So I feel really privileged to be able to work with you with WAM and also with this 3-digit number. God bless you, and thank you for what you do. And for you too,
Thank you.
oh, thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you, Ron. We sincerely appreciate Ron and our amazing legislators. We are so grateful and proud to stand with them and to partner, to fight, to help protect our kids and our grandkids and all of our friends and family. This is so important. And what a powerful bill this will be, because it's a simple but powerful change that we can help so many people. So we're so excited to stand together, and with that, we are going to hear from Friendly. maybe while we're waiting really quickly, we're super excited to share, kind of like Representative Peck had mentioned, we have already talked to the Department of Children and Family Services, and they are excited about this 3-digit bill. So we will hear from you now for a minute.
Thank you. Okay.
I also want to mention that I love her jacket.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let's let that be.
I thought she was just being quiet because I thought she was going to say, "This is the voice of the trafficked children."
If tomorrow all the things were gone I'd worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife, I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you when you defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
You're amazing. You are amazing. Thank you so much. She's so talented. We're so grateful to have her. And that's exactly why we're here today, is we are all going to unite and stand together to help make a difference and implement this 3-digit number so that we can help our friends, our family, our neighbors. So please go to WAM Safety. We want to make this a national bill, and how we can all do that and how every single one of you guys can make a difference is go and sign the petition so that we can make this a national bill. And so if you will take the time to share that with your family and friends, we would love that. And we're so grateful for all of you guys being here and standing up to fight for all of our kids on abuse and human trafficking. Thanks for all you do. And we will be taking private questions up here at the end and pictures if you would like. So thank you again for coming. We appreciate all of you guys. Thank you.